Show me something more. Tomorrow's the last one. Every second matters.
An ally has been slain.
Doubt me. Last chance to be anywhere else. We'll do it the hard Progress doesn't belong to oneself.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I could make this. I finish what I start. I do my own stuff. Walked away.
There, but it's actually going to be the Thresh at the last second, so heavy reliance on that Dark Passage.
It's also a bit more laning presence. Thresh, a better laner than Tom Kench, especially early. SKT sees a draft like this, and one of the ways you can attack it is just lane swapping or mercilessly bullying the bot lane. And stopping Kog'Maw from ever getting good item timing. Kog'Maw is one of the central factors for this particular draft. So maybe attacking the Kog'Maw or lane swapping on the Redemption. Bringing down Rip Herald. There's many ways to play around what Rox wants to do until Kog'Maw hits 5-6 items, and SKT don't intend to see those days come out on the rip.
Yeah, not at all. Faker expecting him to be as impressive as humanly possible. We saw Mia versus the likes of Maple versus his fellow mid laners here in LCK. So Mickey should not expect to be treated any differently.
We'll do it the hard way.
Injury between Mickey and Faker. The famous comment of Faker needs to practice more in response to Faker saying the same words over to Mickey. It ended up being empty words this year, but there's always the chance for a pop-off in the mid lane from one of these two.
Massive Galio taunts set up, 3-4 members of SK Telecom there. If he can land that, then perhaps Somnia can hit his item timing. He can just start ripping through. Trying to find a victory here for the Rox Tigers. Big uphill battle for these guys to put a win on the board. Want to hover around that mid spot for the end of this first round.
SKT's last game, or last series before the Telecom War. They just want to put this one in the books as fast as possible.
All right, let's see what's going to be on the clock when we close this one out and see who's going to be the victor. Let's go ahead and load up Tigers versus SK Telecom T1.
This is how we say hello in Zon.
We've been halted.
Step right up.
Even the trade in that particular scenario.
Yeah, they started to cheer, and then it all got interrupted. It sounds like the Green having a nice little laugh over that one. Captain pointing them out in the audience.
It seems like it's a audio issue. I imagine it's with T, who's on screen.
I think it's been taken care of.
Back
Might
to
have
going
been
forward.
perhaps the problem that we had before.
Hopefully it just means that a headset is changed and then we'll be A-OK. There's Blank, cold-blooded killer on your screen. 15-0 on the year.
You told me this back in 2016 when we first started. I mean, you think to actually, the first time that Rock and SKT Flash would get to bring split the next 1-1, and then SKT come here and then lost. Here's with Blank in. Losing, oh, well, we got our new player. We want to give Coop the experience. Lot Banky out with Blank in. Big 2%.
The second Telecom War that week was when Prophet made his debut also in Game 3. So
Zon
you're right,
is
they
the
have
future.
rolled the dice in the Telecom War a couple of times. Still waiting to see what they run on Tuesday. Could very well be. Game 1 of this particular game. Very clear comp idea. Very, very beefy front line. Not quite that. Oh.
Cheer now. All right, still one person. Okay.
I like that the rest of the Rox Tigers fans were taking
It's a little imbalanced. Just slightly. Probably about 300.
Well, Linderung also noted what Smeb did earlier on the Renekton. He also will be running the Marin skin.
Never needed it.
Showing that respect to Marin. Or at least he signed it.
I think one of those two things will 100%.
I would give it to him. That's pretty bad.
Already a bit down.
Other things where it's like, just take those drawings off and then just sell them for like $5 outside the stadium.
Well, I think that would probably be
There are always consequences
when it comes to profiting off the likeness of SK Telecom players. I know.
Yeah. Do I endorse it? Not necessarily, but it's probably a pretty good idea.
I believe your exact sentence was, you know what you should do, and then you suggested
if you want to make some money.
That's the exact, so it's an endorsement.
Hard base coming through here from Mighty Bear. Go ahead and scoop up that red buff. Very much. Blue.
While Blank doesn't get any sort of buff. Doesn't have a Galio mid lane, your best friend.
Yeah.
As a jungler.
Really nice. No, you know, you're the one that's undefeated right now.
Worries inside of SKT. Mickey's getting towards a minion wave. Baker's casting fear. That's already a minion wave.
Yeah.
Time doesn't heal.
Not getting shut out completely. Feels pretty good, but in the end, it'll just be dead even across the board. On either side. Meantime, with Tara, a bit of a rougher go up in that top side of the map.
Let's talk about the man in the middle. Man on your screen now, Blank. Not
That's right there. We don't want to talk about you.
But Blank has been really impressive because he's kind of been a fusion of what people loved about Peanut, you know, on his Rocks Tiger days, and even towards the end of last season on his SKT days, and also the traditional banking style that most junglers play on SKT, because he's been able to still be there with more reliable warding, you know, on the right side of the map where he needs to be for a counter gank or major gank. He hasn't been going for the over-eager dives that Huni and Peanut have been guilty of. But he's also been surprisingly aggressive. Think back to the Everate game 2. He was ganking at level 2 into the mid lane. He's just picked his spots really smartly, but also been much more of the control jungler that Peanut just isn't natively as a player. And when both things are firing, when every champion in the meta looks like a very viable pick for Blank, compared to, what, a year ago when he was either on a super defensive farming jungler or you were worried, when everything's firing, Blank just looks like one of the world's best.
Enemy killing spree.
Really has gotten the SK Telecom treatment. AT effect just working into shape. Tara as well. A lot of people surprised when Tara got picked up. Solo queue player. Very well on the another guy that came off of last year.
Well, the experts in Korea are really going all the way. Tara having 2 accounts in top 5 challenger is an insane feat. Right now, he has 3, I think, in master or higher. He has been an excellent solo queue player. Short attack, not the best time. He's already down multiple examples of players who have stepped up from there. But it does really endorse, you know, another way to approach getting on a top pro team. He chose to take that time off. We can't know for sure if he had offers, it's fine, but the impression is he wants to better himself in solo queue. He certainly was able to do that. But the biggest ask he could ever get in terms of being asked to join SKT. And he's 7-0 in his own right.
They're
In the shade of 15-0, but 7-0 is still a streak.
Quite nice. Doesn't that have a round where Prophet then he finally lost? I feel like it was something similar. Prophet a lot of times. And Nautilus. Every time. A little bit of trading here. Key gonna go wide on that death sentence. Can't lock in Wolf, and he is gonna get punished for that miss. Bang. Firing away. Forcing him out of play.
Provided some builds also by the end of this week. Doran's ring coming through from Mickey.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
So you want to thank Lord, the famous recording of Spring 2016.
Thank you for letting us use your song.
Just wave clearing, SKT have pressure.
Progress doesn't
the
go.
bottom lane. Still going all right for the side of Mickey, all things considered. Only 1 CS behind. Tara, more about farming up in the early game, just trying not to get pressured in by that Luong.
Bit of a walkabout here.
They do have the potential to push and roam from both mid and top lane. Let's see what they can do. The turret dive on Tara, that's a
Back to going forward.
Now they'll go about this one. Stun already comes in. Tara, go ahead.
Make me.
Watch the damage. Back in to try to defend this.
Don't blink.
Dominus does run out, so less likely that he would be turret dive. Finally will teleport in late. Considering going top lane to try and enact a lane swap quite early after Billwater of BS. That's usually the timing. They seem to be comfortable enough to extend the laning phase and allow Antara to go a bit longer. He actually rushed to TM, so it's going to be more about wave clearing rather than being able to walk up to Linderung.
A little bit more before, but
An ally has been
take up the
slain.
CS deficit that he's found himself.
The theory is that if you go Ninja Tabi and get in any way rotated on, like a turret dive attempt, it doesn't really change anything. If you go Ninja Tabi, you're getting pushed in so hard that it's kind of irrelevant that you're a bit less likely to die. So it's for lane control. You just have to skillfully position and avoid taking excess damage. I understand the fear that even though we're going AD into a
Wraparound opportunity flash on the bang, but now King in a world of trouble. The play comes through. Right after the resonating run, he has to flash away. So 3 summoner spells used in the bottom lane for one of FK Telecom.
Because Bang was tanking aggro, pull the minion wave pretty well here. Bang. Keep it in a good spot. Has the build concerned about this. And Luong starting the proxy, and he already had this turret very low on the top side.
Rough spot now is Tara. Faster, brings back quite a bit of damage here. The turret is still suffering, and the swap is going to be enacted nearby. Keen and Songyups, they make their way up towards the top side of the map, so want to get the break on that first grid.
And also want to avoid a very tricky scenario where Ashe is going to have arrow, and they had all 3 summoners down.
Thank you, says Keen.
That's why they're looking for a dive here, Rox. They're trying to zone the Tara up. It will be first brick.
An ally has been slain.
Don't blink. I do my own.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Do it the hard way. I passed like a wave.
An enemy is dominating. Enemy killing spree.
Dawn is the future.
Finish this.
Make me every fool. Heads up.
enemy is godlike.
Would it help if I
Welcome to Zone!
Legendary. Enemy.
Let's not do that again.
Enemy is unstoppable. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy is dominating. An enemy is unstoppable. Enemy is legendary.
Back to square 7. No one keeps me down. I'll help you this time. Think back. Never had luck. Never needed it. I owe them nothing. Don't blink! Let's make them notice. Heads up! I could make this. till it's right.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay, time is not on your side. Wait. Progress doesn't belong to one city.
Ally has been slain.
I wish I stayed here. All in. Just my style. Every second matters.
An ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Don't wait! Come on! Show me something new! Never look back. Things aren't gonna improve themselves.
Whose ally has been slain? Enemy rampage.
Responsible.
Shut down.
Time is not on your side.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I open
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
second first time for everything. Fool me once, and I'll just rewind. Look out! All out of one. I do my own stunts. Never had luck. Never needed it.